Good morning. It is May 15th. This is Chair Pilates. Oh, see, spoke too soon. One more person. We're going to use hand weights today to help us move around. And I'm going to back up and sit down. All right. Let me fix my camera a little bit. There we go. All right. I'm just going to put these on the floor for now. I'm just going to put them right next to my chair. And I think we'll start with some tapping. So, see if we can keep people from calling us. So let's just kind of make some noise on our legs here a little bit. Just easy, waking stuff up. Good, let's go to the arms, starting at the shoulder and coming on down. Doesn't have to be hard. Over the back shoulder, down the elbow, underneath. Go under here, big stretch. Wake up the organs, go to this side. Down and underneath. Ooh. Good. Push down your legs. Adding a little bit of intensity. And then let's go down here. Kind of wrap your hands around your shins. Good. Round up. Same thing up here. Brush everything off. Switch. Good. Sitting back against the back edge of the chair. Lift the shoulders. Draw them backwards. Drop them down. Lift. Circle. Few more. Good. And reverse up and forward. Not normally something I do, but we'll just do it 5 times. Good. And then open the arms, palms open towards the camera, open the chest. If you have a high back chair, it's going to pop you right in a certain spot in your back. So you can lean back if you want, or you can just stay sitting up straight and just open the arms. Good. Next one we do, we're just going to turn the head right to left. So open, turn, reverse, come closed. Open up, turn. One more time, open. And rotate your head. And switch and center and down. Good. Round your back, hands on knees. Chest comes forward, inhale. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, open the chest. Bend your spine, both directions. Forward. And open. And one more time. Forward with your chest. Open up, side bend, circle around, sweep out. Inhale up to go over, exhale. 3 of these. Reverse, reach across, lift up. One more time. Woo, good. Switch sides, up and over. Twist. Inhale, exhale. reverse, lift up and cross, and 2, and 3. Good. Hold the arms at the side and bend the elbows for 5. So a lot of the stuff we're doing right now, we're going to add weight to. 5, rotate the arms outward so it comes from the shoulders up here. So rotate out, bend and straighten. 3, these are the muscles you need to carry the groceries. 4, 5, very important, right? To carry things in your hands. Yes. Close and open your hands. 1 more. Good. Lace the fingers together. See if you can flip your hands and push out. Bring fingers down towards the floor. Pull back. And switch. Good. Take your hand and twist all the skin and everything on the forearm up to the elbow. Maybe a little twist on the elbow. And change sides. Good, let's do that one more time. Flip the hand over, pull back. Get a little bit more space out of after twisting the arm there. Good, we're gonna reach down for the weights. So we're gonna do some forward bends to start. So I'm just gonna reach down and get them. And then I'm gonna move towards the front edge of the chair because I like my legs to be a little more free. If I'm sitting way backwards, the back of my legs get kind of stuck. But you do you. If you want to sit towards the back of the chair, that's okay. Hold the weights in your hands. We're just going to do a flat back bend over. We're not going to go super far to start. So just bend over and sit back up and down. We'll do 5. And 4. And 5. We'll end up in that position for a bunch of the exercises we're going to do. Palms face backwards. Press the arms behind you. So lift the palms up. Ooh, your shoulders working. 1 more. Good, let's add a turn of the head. Lift, hold, turn your head. Come down, lift and hold, turn your head. We can do that 1 more time each side. Lift and hold, turn, down, 1 more time, up, hold, and lower the arms. Bend over, come back up 3 times, bend over. Very flat back, everything straight. Good. Let's go halfway down and do that lift of the arms. Have your eyes go towards the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold the arms up, bend over, sit up. Keep the arms up for 3 and 2. That's a little bit different. And 1 more time. Down and lift. Drop the arms. Lift and roll the shoulders back 3 times. Good, I'm going to place this weight on this leg, open up my legs a little bit. Bring this arm up. We'll come up and down. Speaking of the young violinist, couldn't help but notice her posture, of course. Standing and playing a 33-minute piece. And I noticed how relaxed her body was. Change sides, but her posture was beautiful. Up and over. And yet she had so much power coming from her arms. It's just lovely to watch. 1 more time. Good, let's add the reach up and around. So we'll go up, Twist a little bit, come down in front, come around. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Feel that shoulder blade get pulled over and around in front. Reverse, go down, twist, reach. You're gonna drop that arm over the side, side bend for 5, 4, 3. One more time. 1 and up. Side bend this way, just 3 of them. Stretch through the whole side between the ribs and the hips. Ooh, keep the hip down on the chair. Start the twist, up, over. Twist your torso, reach around in front. Reverse. One more. 3, good. Side bend towards the floor. Let the weight pull you down. 2, 3, my other hip stays on the chair. 4 and 5, good. Stretch this leg out. I'm gonna go back over here. So I'm gonna reach, this hip's gonna come up now. This hip here. Okay, I'm just gonna place this weight here. If you wanna put it down, you can put it down, right? Hand here, reach. So I'm balancing on the edge of this right hip, yes? This right hip over here. And I'm balancing, this whole hip comes off. This allows me to reach a little bit closer to the floor. Leg's not coming up though. Because it's possible if you let your leg come up, you'll topple right off the edge. So we don't want that. Do we? No. One more time. Over. Woo! Lift. Reach down this leg. 2 more of those. Over. One more time. Over. Let's stay here. Bend your elbow and straighten. 2. I'm just touching the top of my head. 3 and 4. I'm not pressing on this leg at all. 6. 2 more. 7 and 8. And over here. And up, changing sides. So you'll notice this foot is out to the side. It's not here, right? It gives me a nice base to work with. And it also kind of centers my body in between my legs. Okay. Right, here we go. Over the side. Hand here, hip stays down. Sides are different. So we're just going to keep working to get as close to the floor as we can without the leg coming up. Now the hip will start to rise off the chair. That'll give you more space. You can reach further. We keep this hand down, right? That's going to keep the weight over, balanced over here. Reach. 2 more. Opposite direction, over. One more time, and then we'll stay there and bend that top elbow. Stay there, bend the elbow and extend. Bend. extend. Last two. Ooh, and sit. Good. Bring your legs forward. I'm gonna get my other weight. We're just gonna do some bicep curls. Bending the elbows. I'm gonna keep my upper arm right next to me. I'm gonna bring my legs together, my feet together, inner thighs together, bend and straighten for 5, 4, 2, and 1. Go halfway down, open. The collarbones are gonna draw open, shoulder blades are gonna draw together, close, touch the weights, open. Close, arms stay right against the rib cage. Legs stay together. Stretch the chest for 3 and 2. Stay open on this one. Reach one arm out, pull it back in, reach the other one. Body's gonna stay right in the middle. Good, let's add a body reach. So reach with your body, come back, reach with your body. Integrating the trunk muscles while we move. Exhale. One more each way. Reach and reach. Elbows in, arms down. Whew. Let the arms drop, turn your head, roll your chin down, come around the other side, come up and face front. Reverse. Don't close your eyes if you get dizzy. Last time. Good, back to this. So we're gonna reach out halfway. You're gonna drop the elbows to your waist and then you're gonna lift up. Notice I'm not doing that at all. So everything relaxed by the ears. You reach away. It comes from the bottom edges of the shoulder blade and from the elbows. Reach. My arms don't get totally straight. Keep my legs together. They want to separate. 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Breathe. 2 and 1. Arms down. Good. Stretch this leg out. Right leg. So we're going to use weights in both hands. We're going to tip over towards the floor in this direction. This hip will come up if you like. Please don't fall off the chair. Please don't fall off the chair. Okay. And then this arm is going to reach out because that's going to kind of counterbalance this whole side situation, right? So step 1, just reach down. So your arm is going to lift at the same time. Now I could let my leg come up a little bit. Comfortable doing that? I'm going to move over to the middle of my chair. Pushing the boundaries here, people. Don't fall, please. Over. Little teeny lift with my leg. Over. So I'm balancing on that left hip now. Over. Balance. If it causes any kind of strain or cramping in the upper thigh, then don't lift your leg. Keep it on the floor. Totally fine. You get a different stretch. Last one. And down. Change sides. My chair was half on the mat, half off. Get it on the mat. Okay, arms to the sides. Start with just the hip coming up. No lift of the leg, and make sure you're comfortable there. And again, my leg's not here, my front leg, this other leg's out on the side, right? Gives me a little base. Make sure your arm drops back down when you bend over towards the straight leg. Here we go. Lift up if you want. Three more. Lots of work in the abdominals here around the hips. Two more. More time. Is my foot flexed or pointed? Not really worried about that right now. And up. Good. Come back to the front. Get some hip creasing going on there. We're gonna have to fix that by standing up here in a second. Okay. All right, hands on weights on thighs, rotate in, rotate out. So my legs are about as wide as the legs of my chair. I'm sitting at the front edge, rotate in, rotate out. Can I keep my toes on the floor? Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Keep my toes connected to the floor as I move my hips. One more time. Good. Let's kind of add an arm movement to that. So keep your legs here. So you're going to cross, open, cross, open. So I'll swirl down and then out and open, down, open. So just creating all these rotational moves. We'll call this rotational chair today. So twist, open. Shoulder joint, hip joint, right? For 4, pull your abs in. 3, 2, 1. Good. Hands together here, depending on the kind of weights you have. So I have the round ones. I'm just going to push them into each other. You have the long ones. You can turn your hands like that, right? Elbows can be down or lifted as long as you don't do that. Now we're going to push just the right leg out. Push out. Working in the outside of that hip. 3, 2, 1. Let your arms relax, right? Make your body sit up straight against the weight of the weight of the weights, the pull of the weights. The weights want to probably pull you down like that. So you sit up nice and straight. Other side. Ooh, I get a hitch on this side. Right in here. You know, our bones, they grow these like little hooks. They're like little extra pieces of bone. And I think I have one on this side. So it kind of grabs stuff. Feel it. Keep going. So different than my other side. Last 2. Good. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the right side. This is going to go here on my leg. So as I go back with that leg, I'm going to pull that arm back. And I'm going to add a little bit of a twist. Twist back. Other side's not moving. Oh yeah, I'm getting all sorts of pops going on here. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good. Other side. Ooh. Okay. Twist and reach. So as I move this leg, it gets better. I have less Awareness, that's all nerve stuff, right? All those little twinges, those are nerves. Letting you know you're not happy. One more time. Twist, good. Walk your feet in. All right, drop your chin. So we were sitting up super straight. Now we're gonna round. So round down, weights in the hands, round down. Good, reach your head out, lift your chest, come back up. Tuck and curl. Your belly button will drop back, your hips will drop back, and then you'll roll your head over your knees. And then sit back up. Exhale. Round down. And then lift. Changing directions of your spine. Forward. Up. Good. Okay. Hold here. Let's go legs together. Let's lift both arms up towards the side of the head. So both arms up. And remember, the hands aren't coming up because the shoulders do. The hands lift. The shoulders stay relaxed until right at the end when they slide up for you. Gives you that little extra reach. And lift. More technical is scapula or shoulder blades. One more time. Up. And come down. So let's add that movement to the rolling. So as your body starts to roll up, the arms will come with you. So drop the head, roll forward, start to lift up, inhale. Arms come down, drop your chin, roll, exhale. Inhale, pull everything up. Adds a little extra zing to the spine. Should we reverse it? Should we reverse it? Sure, let's go forward, round. Good, pull back, sit up. Lift. Let's lean out. Tuck your chin. Round yourself up. Lift up. Chest forward, careful. And then start to let your head drop. Let your arms come with you. Round up. One more time. It's like you're diving into water, right? So you go out, you round. And then you come back up. Woo, twist. Watch the back of your chair. So I'm letting my arms lift out to the side slightly so that I can use them for momentum. Rib cage is twisting around. For 5, breathe. 4, 3, and then we're gonna get up and get the legs stretched out a little bit. 2 more. And 1. And center. I love the chair class, but we end up with this hip crease, you know, the whole time, which I don't like. Because we don't use our butt, basically. So let's stand up. And you're going to go to the back. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so that you can see what's happening. Okay. Push my camera up a little bit. Too busy back here? My shelves fell down in my closet the other day. I had to kind of get everything out of there. So now it's out here. All right. Let's go, so this is my right leg. So we're gonna just hands on the back of the chair. Step the foot back. Bend the front leg, keep the heel down in the back there. Shift back. So just moving this leg bone in the hip socket, right? Opening up the front hip. The back hip, sorry. One more time. Now, as I go back to straight legs, I'm gonna bend over, push, open the hip, straighten the legs, pull in my tummy, bend, press up, forward, back, bend the elbows. That once I have bent my elbows, I can feel that stretch in the front leg, yes. Try to keep the knees straight for that. One more time. Good. Could you? And when I ask you to take your hand away, I don't want you to move this hand to the middle of the chair. I want you to keep it over on the edge. So it's still an extension of the shoulder. Okay. So you're going to bend. Now bend over one hand. Bend. Bend over. When I bend over, I'm going to lift that back arm. When I bend my leg in the front. Feet are completely on the floor the whole time. Good. Step your feet in. Wiggle your hips side to side. Knees bend, knees bend, knees bend. Okay. Start to lift your heels up. Start to come up and down on your feet. This is called, on the reformer, that's called running and prancing. So you lift up, drop down, up, drop down. Working your ankles, toes, arches, everything. One more time. You can lean on your chair a little bit. Good. Change legs. I just turned around. Stretch into the front leg. Back heel stays down. Come on back. We're going to spend a little time here. I can do this without hanging on. I'm not leaning on my arms. Okay. I'm not down like that. So ask your body to really stand upright. Now back, bend over, front, and front leg. Straight legs. Feel the stretch in the front leg now. Two more of these, and then we'll take the arm away. You don't have to take the arm away. If it affects your balance, you don't have to. And you'll be tempted to put your hand in the middle of the chair. Try to keep it out from the shoulder. Okay? So we'll bend over. Reach this way. Bent over, arm back. Forward, arm up. My hips twist a tiny bit. Two more. And step feet together. Walk your hips out a little bit. All right, so we have, let's do some reformer footwork. Okay. Feet in parallel. You can totally stand here like this. So we bend the knees and we straighten the knees, and we bend the knees and the hips and we straighten the knees and the hips. bend and straighten. My knees go slightly forward. Not a lot though. 3 more, 3 and 2, 1. Good. Now we just take the toes and turn them outward. This is a good pair of leggings for this, because you can totally see exactly where my knees are going. Okay, except they're exact same color as the wall behind me. So we'll bend and straighten. So I bend over a little, right? Bend over a little just to even out my weight. So it's not too, right? If I don't bend over, then my lower body's really taking the whole thing. So if I just bend at my hip a little bit, then stand back up, helps balance out the weight. Make sure you engage and connect to your glutes in the back here when you're standing up. 3 more. And 2. And 1. By turning our legs out in that different position, it makes the hips turn, the knees turn, the ankles turn, going a little slightly wider. Okay, so if I were behind my chair, it would be like that, right? And I get to bend forward towards the chair a little bit. Except you can't see me when I do it that way. Down and up. Just use these. These are all hinges, right? These are just hinges, your ankle, your knee, and your hip. They're hinges, and then muscles are in between those. So the muscles make the bones move, but the hinges are not where the weight is. The weight is contained inside the muscle groups, right? Lower leg, thigh, glutes. They do the work. Those are just hinges. One more time. And up. Good. Bring your feet back together. Walk right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. We're going to go back to what we did a moment ago. Sassy hips. All right, so back to that other position. We're going to add on with weights. So my right leg is behind me, my left leg is in front of me. I'm going to reach down, get one weight. Here. Here. And over, reach up. So this weight is going to pull my upper body backwards a little bit more stretch in the front of the hip. So when you're reaching up, side note here, when you're reaching up like that, this needs to be like kicked in so that the leg bone, for people whose hips are super flexible, the leg bone doesn't slip too far forward, right? You want to hold on to it from your butt so that you can get the stretch without pushing into the joint, correct? And I think you know who I'm talking to. So squeeze your butt to hang on to that leg bone one more time, down and up. Good. See, to me, that feels like awesome. Change sides. If you're a little loose in your joints, you just have to super control the extension. You had that arm overhead, and that's where you get that crazy extension, right? Here. Squeeze your butt. Maintain this leg bone in the hip socket. Bent knee front, lift. Back a little bit. Straighten legs, bend over. Reach your arm up. Heel stays down. That's going to help keep the leg organized. Last two. Woo, one more. Oh, and up. That feels awesome. Let's go to the side of the chair. You can always hold this way for balance concerns, okay? Totally hold on to the chair with both hands. That's totally an option. You're gonna pick up your heel and we're gonna rotate in and out. We did this seated, let's do it standing. So standing leg, very solid, booty kicked in. Keep that standing leg really solid. Twist out, twist in. I'm gonna step my toe away a little bit. It's gonna give me a little bit more freedom to move. Notice how my heel comes forward, so I can pull my leg back slightly for 3 and 2 and 1. Now from here, okay, you're gonna squeeze your butt and you're gonna lift. Just lift your toe off the floor. My hips are gonna stay still. Okay, they're not gonna twist. Working right into the back of the hip there. If that bothers your knee or anything else, bring your knee around in front a little bit. Just a little squeeze to the back. My lower back isn't moving. I'm just lifting my leg up. I'm not back bending. Okay, touch, touch. It's right here. Right there. Up. Again, booty's going to control the intensity, and so if you're mobile in your joints, not that, right? It's just pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, squeeze right there. For 3 and 2 and 1. Turn in, turn out, heel down, change sides. Okay, heel lifts, open the knee to the side, turn the knee in. Foot stays on the floor, everything under control. Stand on this leg. My lazy hip, it'll completely slide off. So I have to really focus on pulling it underneath me. I can feel my back muscles working right across the back of the hip. Stay open, okay? Stand on this leg, lift. No lower back. Just pick the foot up, take it behind you, squeeze your butt, right at the bottom of your butt cheek there. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Woo, that's a whole lot of external rotation. So feet flat, easy, knees in, knees in. Again, we're rotating in the hip socket, but as long as you keep your feet flat on the floor, right? Everything's going to maintain its connection. Two more. One more. Good. Rock your hips side to side. All right, we're going to sit back down and we're going to do some core using the weights, moving the spine forward and backwards, sideways, circles. Reverse. Good. If you're interested, you can either just sit down or we're going to do 10 sit to stands. Okay. I'm going to hold the weights in my hand to do it. gonna sit, stand, a little bit wider leg is gonna give you a better base of support. Okay, so arms will reach out in front as the hips go down towards the chair. Good, and stand. 5 like this, and then we'll do something different. Send your hips backwards. That's the key, right? The hips have to go back. All right, you can continue with those, or I'm going to lift my arms up. This is going to create a completely different sensation. So hips back, sit, stand, 5 of these, 2. When you start sitting down, you better pull that tummy in, pull in that tummy. Arms down if it bothers you, 4. One more time, 5. Stand all the way up, bring the arms down, hinge, sit. All right. Tuck and curl, cross. I'm gonna let my legs do whatever they want. I'm making them do this, so I'm gonna let them kind of just hang. Drop the hips under, so curl them back. I'm always trying to find a way to describe that so that people understand what I'm talking about. So hips have to move first, right? I'm not leaning. I'm moving my hips. Then I'm sitting back up. So my lower back creates a C shape, right? And the rest of my body just kind of follows. Exhale, belly button falls in, hip flexors open up. These release completely. It's all in here. So I feel no strain, no pull at all right here between my thigh bone and my hip. Totally let those go. When I get towards the back, when I've rolled off my sitting bones about right here, then I start to feel these, right? Total natural reaction to this position, right? Otherwise your legs will just fall off, right? So they grab right about there. Exhale, but try to let them go on your initial descent. Roll back. Just a rubber band between your knee, your thigh, and your hip bone. That's it. That's all it is. There's 4 of them. I mean, it is a little more complicated than that, but not really. Okay, so tuck and curl back into that position. I'm way, way, way at the front edge of my chair. That gives me a lot of room to go backwards. If I sit towards the back of the chair, then I just bump into the chair, right? So I'm going to add some arm work. So sitting up tall before we go anywhere, just lift an arm, lift an arm, lift both arms. Okay, so you have the option to do one at a time. And when you do one, you're going to feel this side probably kick. When you do both, you'll feel them both kick. Breathe in, exhale, curl back. We'll start by touching the chair the first time. So go all the way back to the back of the chair, lift up one arm, lift up the other one, lift them both. Roll back up. Do that again, tuck and curl back. Lift one arm. When you lift the arm, try to pull in even deeper here instead of pushing out. You're in control of which direction your muscles go, okay? Especially in this position. Okay, now I'm not going to touch the back of the chair anymore. So curl back, but you can. Lift. both. Sit back up. Breathe in, exhale, go back. Lift. Lift. Both. Up and down. We'll do 3 on the right, 3 on the left, 3 in the middle. Curl back. For 3, 2, 1, switch sides. 3. Feel all that stuff happening in the middle there. And for 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. Especially when both those arms lift. You don't want your belly pushing out. You want it pulling back the opposite way. Okay? Touch the chair. Curl back. Touch the chair. Okay? Lift your arms. Circle. 2, 3. Feel what's going on while you're doing this. In your abs. Down. Sit back up. You can always lean against the chair. If something hitches or bothers you, don't sit away from the chair. Just try it with your back against the chair. Okay? Keep your circles small. They don't go much further than right in front of your body. Not going to touch the chair this time. Curl back. Lift both arms. Circle. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. Good. Arms down. I can totally feel that movement in my belly as my arms change directions. Go to the back of the chair. Lift the arms. Twist. So my body, my shoulder blades have to go with me, right? 1 more. Center. Sit back up. I'm jumping ahead. I'm running out of time. That's why I'm jumping ahead. So you can do it like this without your arms in front of you. This will create a little bit less pull on the abs. Or you can stay against the back of the chair. Or you can use no weights, right? Because if holding them up here is bothering anything in the top of your shoulders, don't use weights. Still a lot of work. All right, here we go. Not touching the chair. And then we're going to put all of those together. Exhale back. I don't touch the chair. I lift. Twist 1 and 2 and 3 and forward and up. Ooh, my abs are burning up. All right, let's put them all together. Running out of time. From the top, lean against the chair if you need to, okay? Curl back, lift up, both, sit back up, curl back 3 times, right side, 1, 2, 3, switch, 1, 2, both arms, 1, 2, 3, sit back up. Ready? Small circles. Curl back. Lift the arms. Circle. 2. Reverse. Sit back up. Small twists. Everything is very still. Everything is super focused. It's just the arms that move. Now the shoulder blade is going to move away from the back of the body. Curl back. Lift the arms. Twist. Left, right, left. 2 and 3 and center and sit back up. Good. Let those go to the floor. Move to the back of your chair. Hold your head if possible. We have to kind of take our spine in the other way just to let this stuff stretch out. So we're going to go back, Sorry, I'm going over a little bit. Inhale, go back. Keep those hips down, keep those feet down. Inhale, go back. Feel that stretch around the belly, last 2. And one more time. And up. Give yourself a hug. Thank you everybody for joining me today. See you next time.